Ahoy there, welcome back to the Space Age. If this is your first time stumbling across this channel, welcome to Space Age Tarot. In today's video, we're going to be giving you a random message from Source, Spirit, wherever, wherever the good vibes are at. So today's video is just going to be random. The message you're going to receive today is going to be random, but if you're finding this video, then this video is for you. This is going to be a message that will hopefully resonate deeply and be of aid to you in your journey. So, we have 4 piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So, take as much time as you need selecting a pile, but really just choose it at random, okay? So the timestamps will be posted in the description box and the comment section, and I will see you in your reading. Hi group 1, so you guys chose this pile at random, so let's begin your reading. I'm going to just shuffle cards today. I didn't have any pre-shuffled cards. I just want to choose a deck at random and just go. So you guys chose this one, and it starts off with release, okay? So letting go, freedom, and healing, okay? So some of you guys might be in the process of letting something go. You guys might be fleeing something that may be harming you, or you just don't find it fulfilling anymore. It's just something that feels kind of lackluster. I'm sensing like lackluster, stunted energy, feeling as if you're feeling tied down, no longer a part of the pack. So some of you guys might be splitting off from like a certain group of people or a certain community, or just feeling like your viewpoints have rapidly shifted poles. So some of you guys might have thought in a certain way, thought with a certain ideology, and suddenly you're just like, whoa, this is like really weird, but I'm completely against this now. Or it's just you guys moving against the grain completely. But actually, you're not moving against the grain at all here. You're moving with nature, because like these geese here, you're migrating. You might be migrating south right now, and it's just time for you to move on, because that's nature running its course, okay? Ooh, we have trust. Okay, so overcoming fear, intentions, having faith, yeah. You guys are like, you guys are entertaining some new ideas or some new people, or just a new framework of being that almost feels like you're tempting fate here. You feel as if maybe you are going into the tiger's den and you're afraid if you're going to get bitten. But you know what? We have this owl here, and I'm seeing that this is a very wise decision for you guys to be making. So actually what's going on here is that you guys are making some decisions. You guys might be eating something differently. You see her carrying these raspberries in her hand, and these raspberries might be significant of you taking a new step in your journey as far as like your health and wellness. Some of you guys might be spending more time in the forest. Some of you guys might be connecting soon or recently with tree spirits, or like spending time in nature, spending time at night in nature. You guys might be venturing into that, doing some like walks and testing your faith. There's something here about something being propagated. I'm seeing something in your life is actually coming fully into formation. Like it's arriving right now. There's actually something arriving right now for you guys, okay? So this is all about you going somewhere you've never gone before, or actually you might have already started dipping your toes a while ago. You guys might have already felt like the fear of awakening. It's weird in life, that's when we have Bloom 2 that came out. In life, I feel like a lot of people, they go through situations where they meet a certain group of people and they realize, or they have a certain community, and as time goes on, they realize that if they start to harbor different beliefs from their community, they will be ousted, right? Because they're told that they're supposed to be a certain thing. And I'm seeing for you guys are starting to acknowledge who you really are, because we have acknowledgement here, recognition, being seen. You guys are starting to embrace the fact that you guys are different. You guys aren't the same. And we have these butterflies in our hair, and it's funny because I think of butterflies, and butterflies are always considered a symbol of transformation, but I really see the butterfly as the symbol of the transformed. And I'm seeing that you guys are transformed. So what's going on in your life that you guys have to acknowledge who you are, embrace who you are, and not be afraid to be seen in judgment. I'm seeing that other people might look at you and they might think, oh, we had secrets underneath that too. Yeah, you guys might have been feeling like you had to live in secret. Like, you guys could be like into some conspiracy theories, or like you guys might be harboring some different ideas about the world, and you just know that if you were to, and we have togetherness under nap too, you guys know that if you were to expose this part of yourself, you would feel like you were really exposed, like you're really out there capturing all of this attention. But that's kind of what you need to do right now. I'm seeing that you guys really need to be in your own spotlight, and that spotlight might feel like being seen by others as like this very some people might think you're very selfish, or they might think that you're very you think you're so special or something like that. That's what I'm getting with this release card. They might think you're really like, oh, you think you're so special, you think you're better than me, that kind of thing. And what's interesting is like you don't think that at all. You just wish that they would come along with you. But it's okay, because it's not their time. It's really not their time. So yeah, you have to overcome a lot. And you have to trust that you're in good hands here. There's this source energy that wants to protect you, wants to take care of you, and wants you to know that you have a gift, and it's time for you to look at it and, you know, see it for what it really is and embrace it. Because if you don't, you're just gonna blend in, and that's not what you're meant to do. You're meant to blossom, okay? So we have 4, we have 7, and we have 7 again, okay? So those might be some numbers for you guys to think about. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay, so we have 2 tarot cards that fell out. I find these very significant. Actually, there was like a ton that fell out, but there's 3 that are facing up, and we have these ones that I feel are very reflective. So I'm going to pull all 3 of them. I'll let all of them be seen here. Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords. Let me get this on the frame, because I'm like not doing that successfully. Okay, nice. All right, so we have the 7 of Swords, we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the Temperance. You guys are changing. You guys are so walking away from the comfort, the emotional comfort that you might have had around these people, but you kind of know that, or these people, a situation, whatever it is that you're walking away from right now. Because like I said before, you feel like you were having to be another person. You feel like you were like hiding all the time. You felt really like sneaky, or not sneaky. That's like, I mean, sometimes you can feel that way if you feel like you're not showing your true self, but it's like you knew that if you really were to expose yourself or show yourself, people would start, you know, saying those things or feeling those. You're afraid that people would feel that kind of way towards you. But with Temperance here, I'm seeing that there's actually another force out there, again, that's urging you to do this at this time. The world right now is so freaking weird, guys. It's so weird. But it's honestly, if you're on this path, what I'm seeing right here, this might be the most sane moment of your entire life, okay? This might feel like one of the most sane moments, because you're like, wow, like the truth is finally coming out, and here I am. I'm the truth, and I'm coming out. I feel like you guys are the truth coming out. That's what's being like shown here, that you guys are just not afraid to bear your truth anymore. You guys aren't afraid. That's what's amazing. You guys are transformed. You're not transforming, you're transformed. And so there's going to be a lot of emotional changes coming for you guys, but it's okay because it's even keel. We have the Temperance card saying that easy does it. Everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. It's funny because we have, I just dropped the card. We have this mountain here, and from afar, when I was looking at it, it looks like there's a volcano erupting, but there's like the sun. It looks like a sun erupting out of a volcano, and that's kind of interesting because, you know, lava normally erupts from a volcano. So what you think might be like a tower moment or like this mega transformation, because volcanoes do deal with transformation, you might think that there might be some horrible transformation, but you're gonna feel so light. You'll feel so light. And remember to stay balanced here, because it doesn't mean that you have to be in total rejection of the things of the past. You totally can be. It's up to you. But just remember to stay balanced, right? Because sometimes, like, when you're on this journey of like following your truth, which I'm seeing that you guys are, when you're on that journey, along the way, not everyone's going to be happy with you, and you might not be happy with everyone either. Sometimes if you're awakening, you might be like, oh God, like, why are these people so like stupid? Why are they so like, why can't they see what I see? Why is it so hard for them to see? You might be feeling like you're the only one that can see, or that you're the only one that is on your journey, but everyone is going to get it in their own time, okay? You guys are healers. That's what I'm hearing, guys. You guys are healers. And it doesn't matter if people don't understand you right now. It doesn't matter, because ultimately they're going to have that seed planted inside of them, the seed that you brought, your seed of light, and that's what's going to blossom inside of them. So forgive them, for they know not what they do. You have to forgive them. So if anyone's acting like, oh my God, yeah, if anyone's acting like untoward, just let it go. Have peace in your heart, and, you know, have good intentions. Put good intentions out there for them. Don't allow any of the bitterness of this world to dampen your light, because you have a mission, guys. You have a mission. We have faith here. Oh my, I got chills. I got like such, oh my God, I have like chills rippling all over my body. Believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. Yes. I said something about like source energy, whatever you want to attribute that to, being there with you right now. And that is so amazing, because you are so guided right now. You are not alone. I want you to just feel that moment of you just being surrounded right now, because you're surrounded. I can feel it. Oh my God. You guys are so surrounded. Like, you guys are so protected and guided. You have a mission. You know exactly what you came here to do. That thing that you burn to do, that thing that you dream about at night, the thing you're dreaming about right now and thinking about, the thing you were wanting to have this reading be about, that thing is happening for you, okay? That's all happening for you. And it's because it's meant to be yours. You were given that mission. And so you're going to be aided in completing it. So just have faith and trust that it will be done, okay? And that you will be aided. Remember to be even keel, peaceful. If something wants to, there's always going to be elements out there trying to get a rise out of you, because you're like, your energy is an attraction for disturbances, you know? Not necessarily. I don't want to say that like definitively. I totally believe that we don't have to manifest, you know, horrible situations for ourselves by thinking, oh yeah, everyone's against me. No. I'm just saying that in general, like early on in your life, and you can, as time goes on and you start to work with your energy and have this temperance energy of balancing out, you won't have to experience any of these disturbances. But a lot of you beautiful travelers that come to this channel, we start off with our spiritual awakenings, right? And then there's like a lot of people along the way that are like sensing this. And before you get a handle on this, before you master you, there do tend to be like a lot of challenges, roadblocks, and life is full of lessons and they never stop. The enlightenment never stops, right? So we have dance as well. Find your heart's rhythm, step lightly and swing with melody, close your eyes and let joy lead the way. Okay, so some of you guys are being urged to dance, okay? We have clarity underneath that. Okay, that's funny. It says banish the fog. I saw a frog here, banish the frog. Maybe that has something to do with you guys. I don't know. But find your heart's rhythm. Yeah, so you guys should be listening to music. I'm hearing frequencies are really important for you. Listening to healing frequencies, maybe getting like a sound bowl and just bathing in it. Sound is so healing, you guys. Like, oh, I wish I could go on about like what, you know, even I've discovered about sound, but it's actually just so interesting how sound really affects us. And like, think about plants. Like if you play music for plants, they just start growing, they start dancing. There's this guy on TikTok, I wish I knew his TikTok address, but I don't know anyone's TikTok address. I don't memorize them, I just see their faces. And there's this guy, he has like this machine. If you guys know who it is, by the way, definitely put it down there so other people can look it up, because you can also buy them. There's like a machine this guy made, and he attaches these little pads to them, and it picks up on the electromagnetic frequency that the plants produce, and he has like these instruments associated with certain pitches or something, and it makes music because plants are literally vibrating music. So just having plants, being around green, going into nature. I mentioned before, you guys might be going out on night walks in nature, or just trusting nature and feeling nourished by it. Like if you have questions, you go out into nature and have those questions answered. Like some people aren't surrounded, you might be in a city, so you might not be surrounded by that much nature. So one of the things Spirit is telling you is to buy a plant. You can do what I do. This is an example of something that you can do. Like I've kind of set like an intention that every time I go to the store, and there's like a store where there's plants, like whether it's like the grocery store or like any other store, if I see like a group of plants, I set an intention that, okay, every time I go to the store, I'm going to buy one plant. And then after a while, you're going to be surrounded by plants. That's if you like it that way. Not everyone likes it, but I'm seeing that you guys are very much in tune with nature here. Okay, so buy yourself some flowers or something. Yeah, but dancing too. So dancing to music is going to actually be really healing for you. It also puts you in a meditative state as well. Okay. Then we have clarity. Banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. Yeah. So definitely don't deny that. Don't deny that power inside of you. Okay, let's see if there are some other messages. I want to pull in. Ooh, okay. I don't know if that's coming out. Okay. I'm going to pull some cards from this animal deck. All right, butterfly. That's so funny. Yeah, you guys are transformed for sure. You guys have completely transformed, and it's like it's time to embrace the beauty of who you are. Be clear. Like you don't have to apologize. Message coming through. If you end up, like, let's say you're having a conversation with a friend or someone you know, and your truth comes out and you weren't intending to, because sometimes, you know, you just want to hide and you just don't want to even deal with like hearing those people talking or whatever, and your truth comes out, you do not have to apologize for it anymore. You're at a point now, like, where if it accidentally comes out, it's meant to have come out. And that's important, because if you guys do manage to have something flip out, it's actually going to enlighten people. It's going to begin the transformation in them. You guys are essentially like messengers, but not only that, it's like you guys have like this role of messenger, but also you guys have a really strong, big destiny here, where you're meant to carry a torch for other people. And there's like a mission, there's a greater mission in which you are a part of. So it's important to know that you remain unshakable and unapologetic at this time. You guys can obviously, like, you know, not everyone's perfect, so sometimes we have moments where it's like that, but being unapologetic is really important for you guys. Embracing that you guys have something really important is it's imperative right now, because you guys have something that's coming for you really soon. I see something really soon taking place. Like I said earlier, going back to what I mentioned earlier, there's something that's coming in right now. It's fully formed. That's fully formed. It's you, but it's also something else. It has something to do with your soul's mission. So be looking out. You guys might have already experienced that, but you don't even have to look out. It'll be apparent really soon. Something has fully transformed here completely. You, yourself, and then there's also something else going on in your world. Okay, so that's the random message that I have for you guys, group number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please be sure to like this video. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 2. Let's begin your reading. So I'm just going to be shuffling all of the cards out for you guys. I didn't pre-shuffle anything, so let's see where spirit takes us. So starting off, you guys had adventure. Ooh, experience, taking risks, wish. Okay, this is a lovely card. I love this card. It's so pretty. It reminds me of this painting. You know that famous painting of like the waves? I think it's like in a Japanese art style. You guys are really going to be in for a ride. So I'm seeing that for a lot of you guys. You guys are starting to make your imagination into reality, but I'm seeing that you guys are really starting to entertain your imagination a lot more. You're starting to think, what can I do with this special gift that I have, that all of us seem to have but take for granted? The fact that I can literally imagine anything I want. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of you guys are possibly, I'm seeing astral travel too. I'm seeing that some of you guys might be lucid dreaming or starting to think about lucid dreaming, or in the near future you're going to be having some dreams where I'm seeing that you guys are actually taking advantage of this time to create in your dream world so that you can actually transform it into your reality. So taking steps in the dreams to make your reality happen, like almost like precognition or something. For some of you guys, I'm hearing take note of your dreams. If you don't do lucid dreaming, or if you don't even remember your dreams, it's time to start working on that. So some of you guys might be going to sleep at night and it's just black. You wake up and you're like, I don't dream. You might not even think that you dream. Some people are so convinced that they don't dream. And, you know, who am I to speak? You know, maybe some people don't dream, but I actually think probably most people dream. If you're watching this reading, you for sure have dreams. Okay, so you're not that person that doesn't have dreams, because dreams are really a factor here with spirit right now. I'm going to shuffle some more cards. But yeah, you guys are going to be asked to take a chance on yourselves, take a chance on your dreams. Some of you guys might be holding back on your dreams. I'm seeing a lot of you guys you have a lot of work that's going on in your head that needs to be done in reality. You guys need to start taking more actions in the real world. So what this can look like is that you guys will go into imagination, or you guys start listening to affirmations at nighttime. This is like something that you guys can try, listening to affirmations at nighttime. This creates really interesting dreams, very relevant to you. It's very interesting. So try doing something like that. But it's time to start acting on your dreams. How can you make you riding a tiger in the air or above these waves or these clouds? How can you make that into a reality? Spirit wants you to stop thinking about your dreams as dreams and start thinking about them as realities that you're selecting. So if you feel as though your dreams, we had awakening sort of pop out. That's interesting. So if you guys are thinking about your dreams as like these things that are just like, oh yeah, like my dreams are just too big. man, I want to, rule the world one day. And you're like, that's not possible. Well, this is actually Spirit saying, like, if you think that something is not possible, you're wrong. Waiting. Ooh, alertness, preparation, watchfulness. That's so funny. Owls are with us today. Yeah, stop waiting on your dreams to happen for you. Stop waiting. You're not wasting your time if you're having fun, as John Lennon would say. But he wouldn't say it that way. I didn't quote it perfectly. But stop wasting time. So if you're not having fun, if you're bored, then do something about it. In French, the word bored, and I think in Spanish too, the word bored is a reflexive verb, meaning that you're doing it to yourself. And when you think of it that way, doesn't it really just change your perspective on boredom? Like, you can do something about this. And I'm just going to use an example from my own life. Like, there are times when I'm just like sitting there bored and I'm like, wow, I could literally do anything right now. I could pot those plants. I could really there's plants that are just sitting there in their old pots and I could really just repot them, And then, you start committing to actions, just thinking, okay, and then you start potting the plants and you're like, oh yeah, like I didn't actually have to be bored. And as you're potting the plants, letting those dreams that pop up, those imaginations that pop up. Spirit is telling me to tell you guys this right now. Sometimes when you have like really strange, random, imaginings, like let's say you're sitting there and you imagine just walking outside your back door and just going out into the sunlight for a second, or you imagine reaching out your hand, start following those actions, right? It's like, and then you'll start to see that when you start, if you just imagine something like, okay, imagine you're just sitting here, right? And in front of you, there is an object, and you see in your mind's eye that you've gotten up and you've touched that object. Just go do it. Just do it. Because Spirit wants you to start practicing acting on your imagination. Because this is going to start this ripple effect where you're starting to convince your mind that when you imagine something, it takes place. So if you're imagining something mundane, so maybe just, sometimes you have like a random imagining of like just going up and doing something, or like grabbing a book, even if you're not going to read it, just go and do it, because you want to start convincing yourself. And this isn't like talking about start training yourself to do whatever comes at your whim or become super impulsive. No, this is just for people that have like trouble acting on what it is that they want to do, okay? So stop waiting around. Stop wasting your time. I feel like these owls are peering at you like, yeah, you. Like, I see you. What are you doing? Like, we're going to keep staring at you until you move, okay? Stop letting these adventures just be in your dreams. Stop having them just be in your mind. Like, stop frustrating yourself. Stop waiting. Like, no one is going to wait for you. That's essentially what's being told right now. No one's going to wait for you. And it's not that you're alone in this world and that no one's going to help you. It's just like, if you want to go out there and you want to become an architect, you're not going to do that by sitting in your house, okay? Some of you guys just need this push right now. Spirit wants you to start acting. And if you guys are lucid dreaming or practicing lucid dreaming, start doing the same thing. Start pushing your lucid dreams into what you want to make reality. So start imagining or creating in your lucid dreams that, and then it will happen. Okay, and then we have contemplation, reflections, rumination, musings. Yeah, you guys are overthinking so much. You guys are like in your head, musing on everything. You guys are really just thinking so much about your life. You guys are thinking about what you're supposed to do. You're thinking about everything. Like, how am I supposed to do this? How is my image going to be? Like, you're thinking about everything, like step by step, and then in different iterations. It's like you're Doctor Strange or something, looking at all the different versions of reality that could possibly happen, and you're trying to find the best and select the best reality, and it's like, no, just do it. Guys, just do it. Oh my God. I honestly, the energy that's coming off right now, it's like your spirit guides, and this might even just be your higher self or like your energy. Maybe right now you're a little bit frustrated at yourself because it's like, I see like this energy of spirit, like just being, come on, you know, it's game time, you know, it's game time. This isn't about stress. Oh, let me pull you some tarot cards actually. I was gonna pull something else. But let's get some more random messages from Spirit. You have the Page of Wands. Yeah. Again, I see someone who has like all these passions, and then almost, I feel like, let me just touch you guys with a little bit of love here. I feel like you guys definitely are overwhelmed. You guys seem very overwhelmed by all the dreams that you have. Interestingly, the Tower in reverse was underneath that. But yeah, it's like almost like this crippling energy. I feel like a lot of you guys feel like, because your mind is racing all the time, like you guys feel almost crippled by how much you feel like you have to do in the world. It's so crazy. Like, I totally get it. I totally get it. Spirit is like, Spirit gets it too, because it's like you have so much potential. You literally have like the beginnings, the workings of mad genius here with this Page of Wands. And it's like you guys always feel like you're stuck at the beginning of the process, and you're wondering when this great dream is going to occur. And I hear Spirit saying, we get it. Like, we know it feels complicated because you guys think through things so much. You guys are probably really like in your head a lot. I see like a person here that's very much in their head, just thinking about all the philosophy, all the things, and then you kind of just like think so much that it just, like, you guys are just daydreaming all day. You guys are just thinking about, you might find yourself just thinking about having conversations in the world that you want to live in, doing all this kind of stuff, and like you kind of always feel like you're stuck at the first stage. And the Spirit is saying, just do anything, trust us, just do anything, and we're looking out for you, because they're also looking out for you here. This isn't them just looking at you like with, you know, judgment. They're never looking at you with judgment. They're looking at you with care and love, and they just want you to begin this next phase. And they're telling you this because they're trying to say, like, it's never too late. So it's time to move. It's time to move. And then you have the Three of Wands. So yeah, luckily though, what's happening right now, what's taking place is actually helping you progress. They're helping to move you forward. So there's a lot of circumstances being put in place, and you guys might have already felt this surge. This might even be coming like for you, and you're just feeling this energy already. Oh, we have the Eight of Pentacles as well. Yeah, so it's time to begin working on your craft, whatever that is. You want to be an architect? Go be an architect. Okay? If you want to do whatever this guy is doing here in this picture, go be that. Start doing it. Start somewhere. There's no one that's going to be able to stop you. I don't care if you might get like a couple rejections here, and don't even expect a rejection, because I honestly think if you start going on your path, and I just feel it, like when you start going on the path that you are meant to go on, the doors will open inevitably. There's nothing stopping you, okay? There's literally nothing stopping you. I see this progression here. So I'm actually seeing a whole, what's going to be happening in coming events. You guys are actually really starting to embark on this. You guys are starting to take this seriously and get out of your own heads, okay? You're starting to take off and start progressing towards your dreams. And I'm seeing you guys working really hard soon. And not working hard, but working smart. Like, you guys are just going to be enjoying your time and getting lost in your work. This is actually really beautiful. I'm seeing that, you know, Spirit has been like putting these messages out there, sparking this inspiration, giving you the boost that you need. Maybe you've started recently like doing some yoga or some exercise, or changing your routines up. And this is all because like Spirit is like urging you, putting you in a place where everything's working out. You know, sometimes it's not about shifting everything, it's just about shifting one thing. So some of you guys might be night owls as well. You guys might be sleeping a lot in the daytime, and you guys might not be on the right schedule. You guys might be, your circadian rhythm might be off or something. So some of you guys that aren't dreaming, that might be why. And dreaming is actually very healing for you. Having REM sleep is really, really healing for your body and your mind. And it helps you cultivate skills faster. Like, think about the time you have you have a math test and you're studying before bed. Suddenly you're doing math in your head. So you guys need to be sleeping more productively. That's really a message coming through. Your sleep needs to be more prioritized. So if you're not dreaming, writing things down, just even little feelings you might have had waking up. Sometimes you don't have to see anything or remember anything. Just write how you're feeling waking up and how you think you felt in that dream. Start small, right? Or just record it or something. But Spirit is saying, like, take note of these dreams that you're having at night and take action on the dreams you're having during the day as well. So yeah, if you guys are night owls, just shifting your sleep schedule will change everything else. Shifting one act, like it's like a circuit, right? If you have a rock in the circuit, it stops everything. Or if you have like a rock in these cogs, you take the rock out of the cogs and suddenly everything starts moving, right? So if you just fix one thing, it might not be night owlism, but there might be something. Maybe it's just like, okay, in the morning, I want to make sure I eat breakfast, right? Eat a good breakfast at the same time every day. And the rest of the day, you're set. Because sometimes it just takes one change, and then the rest of the day, all the good habits fall in. You don't have to feel like you have to change every single thing. So focus on one thing, take one step at a time. But look at this progression here. You guys are taking action on this journey, and you're progressing these actions. You're taking action on these dreams of yours, making real progress. And in the physical world, you guys are perfecting your craft. Okay, you guys are going to be, just by taking this one action, you guys are going to be putting yourself in a mindset, in a state where you feel ease and you fall into your work with passion and joy. It's no longer about thinking. When you're working, your mind just goes blank. If you've ever worked on like a craft and you find yourself just, your mind going away, you might be dreaming and it might be just fun dreams, but you're not overthinking anymore. You're not thinking about the stressful situations, the little tower moments in your life, okay? So yeah, Spirit just wants you to, Spirit just wants you to start making any actions at all. It doesn't matter. You just need to start getting in the mode. We have anticipation. Something wonderful is happening. Changes in the air. Open yourself to the blessings on their way. Absolutely. So I'm going to move these really quick. All right. All right. Yeah, I totally see that. There's an entire journey happening here. We have there's an entire story of who you are. This is even the same character, it looks like. We have like this same dude just going forward. First it starts off with a little spark, then there's the progression, and then we have you actually doing the craft. So some of you guys, maybe you guys there's an industry that you're trying to break into that's really hard. Maybe you guys are, maybe you guys want to be like makeup artists for like special effects makeup or something. And it's like a hard industry to get into. I'm not sure if it is, but it might be. It seems like it. And you guys are like having trouble figuring out how to get your way in the door. So you guys spend a lot of time thinking, well, how am I going to get there? And all this thinking, like you can't seem to let it go. You can't let go of the daydreams, but you keep thinking it over and over and over again in anticipation of what, doesn't even happen because there's no action involved. So I feel like you almost psych yourself out before you can even make a move. But what's happening here, this message that Spirit is bringing you, is that something is happening for you. There's actually motion taking place. So this is your trajectory here. This is your wonderful trajectory of you actually embarking on the journey, embarking on the adventure. You guys are about to be on your adventure. You guys should, if you haven't seen my video, the Choose Your Own Adventure reading, you guys can totally watch that because this might be connected for you guys. Okay, it was like a couple videos. No, it wasn't my last video. It's second to last or last video. So if you guys are like wanting more confirmation if this is like super resonating, check that one out. But your journey is starting. This adventure is taking place. So it also mentions taking risks here. So yeah, you have to jump. You have to take that leap, okay? We have gratitude. Be grateful for abundance. Live in appreciation for what you have, and more good things will come. Yeah. So remembering to have that gratitude in your heart is going to be really beneficial to you. Be grateful that you have this dream because it's not a burden. Don't think of it as a burden just because you've had a lot of moments where you felt like you've been in waiting, or you've never felt like you could progress because you didn't know how. Maybe you didn't have any connections. Maybe you felt like you were out of place, or that people wouldn't take you seriously, or you never had access to the resources. Maybe you're an artist and you haven't done much art. Maybe you feel like, oh, well, I haven't painted very much in my life. Like, I've always wanted to paint. Like, let's say you're, I don't know, you could be 30 years old and you've only painted like a few paintings, but you've always wanted to paint. And you think, oh, I'm not worth it because I've never really painted that much. But it might have just been that you've been spending a lot of time feeling like you weren't a part of that world, right? And so for a long time you felt out of place, and there might have been circumstances in your life that were trying to tell you, no, that's not for you. But if it's in your heart and if you dream about it, then it's yours. So I'm seeing that some of you guys might be taking on an apprenticeship. So you guys might be taking on an internship or an apprenticeship, or getting a mentor that's going to be helping you, because I'm seeing that there actually is like a lot going on. There's like forces even outside of you that are trying to help, because it's not always just about you. Spirit wants you to act, but Spirit is also sending people for you because you've been like praying or manifesting or just putting the intention out there, or just feeling like hopeless. And so Spirit isn't just going to leave you all alone in this, okay? So let me shuffle this animal deck for you guys, and let's see what messages will come out. Let's see what animal wants to show up. All right. Ooh, okay. We have the lizard. Ooh. We have the lizard. Interesting, there's like a lizard print on this deck here. Why isn't it zooming? Why isn't it focusing? Yeah. But we have the lizard, okay? So when I think of the lizard, I think of the desert. I feel like you guys have maybe been feeling pretty alone in the world, and feeling like I feel like you guys might have been feeling a little cold, like a lizard would feel without the sun and without this fire here, because we have this fire element, but the lizard is actually like a cold-blooded creature, right? But it's being represented as a fire element. So I feel like some of you guys have not felt the warmth of the world recently, but you're going to start feeling that warmth. I'm seeing this lizard is finally coming out and embracing the world. So you guys might have been feeling this way, but I'm seeing that you guys are now starting to feel that fire inside of you, because we have a lot of Wands energy turning into Pentacles energy. So fire and passion turned into earth and physicality. So a lot of you guys are starting to feel that fire again. You guys are starting to feel that warmth. And with that warmth, you guys are going to be feeling like you're propelled into a new reality. Things are going to start taking place for you guys. I'm seeing that everything that you've been wanting, all you need to do is take a step, and then take a step after that. This is all about the steps, because before you know it, the momentum will carry you away, okay? So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, group number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed your random message. If you did, please be sure to like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 3. Let's begin your random message. So we have authenticity to begin. Okay. So I'm seeing that some of you guys are stepping forward into who you are in full embrace, in the rarity of who you are. You guys are definitely, it's interesting. We have this 5 here. You guys, and we have this cactus as well. I have this feeling that perhaps you stepping out, making your debut, perhaps as a debutante or something, having your debut. I'm just kidding, of course, but this debut of yours, this opening into the world, there might be a little bit of chaos. There might be a little bit of uproar or unrest, right? But not in a major sense, not in the most, this is in the metaphorical sense for you guys, where things are actually starting to look differently for you guys. You guys are starting to step out and be, I see like almost like a Bronte sisters kind of vibe from this girl here. Like there's something about you you're different from your time, but you might be ahead of your time here, but you have something that's lasting. So something about a message you're bringing is lasting. It might poke a few people, just like this cactus here, because some people, when you deliver them the truth, it strikes a nerve, and that hurts. Some people don't like to hear that they're wrong. Well, a lot of people don't like to hear that they're wrong. Instead of seeing it as them being, I don't understand why people don't like hearing that they're wrong, because the second that you hear that you're wrong, you're one step closer to the truth, right? And so for some reason, that's not something that's embraced in modern Earth, but I'm seeing that for some of you guys, that's what you have to do. It says sovereignty here. So I'm seeing a status switch for you guys. You guys are going to be climbing in status here. And some people may not like it, but you have the goods. Just like these succulents behind her and then in her hands, you carry the water. You carry one of the greatest resources in the world, and you know how to carry them long term, just like a succulent would. So other people might be like deciduous trees where they have to fall in the fall, autumn time. But you might be an evergreen or a succulent here where you get to store all of your water with you, all of your greatest resources with you. And now people are starting to see you as having all the resources. So I'm starting to see that you guys are going to be recognized for what your abilities are. What's interesting is I feel like the world right now is all about exposing what's real and what's not. The truth is really coming out. Really, like it's step by step, like every week there's just like a new thing, and it's all just revealing. And it might not even be revealed as the real thing, but if you're awakened, your third eye's open, you'll see what the truth is, even if it's being told to you in the opposite fashion, right? And I feel like this is you guys. You guys are like this truth that's coming out. People are starting to see that you are not to be played with. You guys are not to be looked at like as merely a wallflower. You guys are no wallflower. Identity. That is so funny. Yeah, recognition, self-awareness, examine. That's so funny. I feel like you guys are like powerful figures. It's almost as if you guys had like a secret identity, like you were some kind of like superhero, but now you're exposing yourself. You're like showing who you really are. I'm sensing some of you guys might have, interestingly, like you guys might be fanfic writers. That's so funny. I just found maybe it's coming up for me because one of my friends, I just found out yesterday that she writes fan fiction, and I was like, oh wow, I was like, that's really cool. She was writing Falcon and the Winter Soldier fan fiction, and I'm like, I love them, they're so amazing. So maybe your secret identity is coming out, but you might be exposing yourself here. That's what's interesting. Canceled came up. Why did cancel come up? It's like almost not like you getting canceled for real, but if some of you guys happen to be like on social media and like there's something that you're standing up for and you're like afraid that we'd ask come through, launch SOAR request. Yeah, you guys might be launching something, some kind of like publication. It might have to do with writing. Actually, or it might be like you releasing some type of work to the world. And why is the message like whistle being blown, like whistleblower or something? coming through. And we have like this hummingbird tweeting, and I hear tweets outside of my window. And we have this lion here telling you to be brave. That's so interesting. We have authenticity. So I'm seeing a secret identity here, authenticity, and then ask, which says launch, soar, request. I feel as though almost like your cover's being blown, and that could be metaphorically speaking or realistically speaking. But some of you guys are going to be coming out with some truth soon, some authentic truth soon about possibly your identity, and you guys are going to be releasing it yourself. This might be maybe it was released against your will, but you're kind of embracing it. You know, like when something, like let's say some information comes out. We had alliance and community underneath that. That would mean something to you guys. But there might be some information that gets leaked about you, whether it's you leaking it yourself and getting ahead of the problem or the issue. And you guys are going to be like, people are going to start like thinking of you. They might not like it, but ultimately, like, you guys are going to be showing yourselves to the world as like really powerful, a force to be reckoned with. Like I said, you harness all the power here. So this has to do with some kind of truth about your identity or the work that you're examining right now. But yes, Spirit is saying, like, if you have anything that you need right now, be sure to ask and you will receive. Okay? So let's get some more information for you guys. That's interesting. So some of you guys are just going to be maybe honest with your family members. Maybe this could be something like you have, like, your family's a certain religion and you're going to be like, you know, I'm not that, and you just want to tell them. This could be about literally anything that you're kind of not showing anyone. It's like a secret identity of yours or a secret knowledge that you possess, and you're going to just be open with it. Then we have the world, which gives me this vibe that you guys are going to be showing the world something. This is going to be enlightening the entire world. So this could be social media, right? Like, you could be like posting something on social media and then it like breaks your community. You could be like an author and then you write something in the book community about something, and then it's just, and then we have the Ace of Swords underneath that, which is interesting. And we have the King of Pentacles underneath. I'm going to bring them all out because I feel like these ones wanted to show up. Yeah. At first, it may not feel like being open is the right thing to do, but I'm seeing that this is the right thing to do. This is actually something that you were meant to do. This is almost like a mission that was given to you. And like I said, there's something that's putting you at the top. We have this crown here, and then also it says sovereignty up here. So I'm seeing that you're putting yourself in a position of power here. So a lot of you guys that are watching this are stepping into a position of power for sure. Power in your world, your community, whatever community that you're in. Maybe you guys haven't even started. Maybe this is just like a message for you guys to start whatever it is that you're doing, because maybe you guys have been thinking about starting a blog or applying for a government job or doing something. You might not have even started this journey, and you starting this journey is what takes this mask off completely. There's something about this black bunny that I have to say. I kind of want to get clarity on this black bunny. Let me shuffle some more cards for you guys, actually. We have Justice reversed. Okay. We have the Devil underneath. And then we have the Three of Cups underneath that. Okay. So, for a lot of you guys, I feel as though you may be exposing something local, like something, there might be something that you guys know about, like a person or something. This might be information that they don't want to come out with, and maybe it's your job to do that for love, interestingly. But I'm seeing this, seems more like of the world. We have the world here. This seems to be something major for you. This seems like a major event. It's interesting. Sometimes I give readings. I think it was the last reading I did. I saw a lot of comments from you guys, and I was just thinking, like, only 10 people are gonna watch this reading, you know, and I was like, just comment if you guys watch this one, because it feels so specific. But I feel this way with you guys too, you know, this random message. I feel like that for you guys too. I wouldn't be surprised though, because the world is just full of surprises. I wouldn't be surprised if this actually did apply to a lot of people, but it does feel like almost like a conspiracy is afoot, and there's something being revealed here, and you're the revealer. The revealer. Where does that come from? The revealer? The revealer. That comes from a game, right? That's hitting something right now. The revealer is hitting something in my brain right now. The revealer. Please come up. Please come up. Okay, there's something that you're revealing. Some type of injustice that has been going on, perhaps. And I feel like it's almost as if there is like a force out there that is trying to stop it from happening. But I feel like you have to do it. You have to do it to like maintain like some kind of harmony. And you guys might be feeling like you're going to go out in the cold, but you guys just have to do it. I want to get some more clarity. I'm going to shuffle some more for you guys. I was only going to shuffle 3, but the High Priestess reverse. And then we have the Justice again. Okay. I guess I didn't shuffle it that well, but that's so interesting. Okay, hold on. So High Priestess reversed. Yeah, maybe going against the grain a little bit here. We have the Three of Hearts. The Three of Hearts. Oh my God. The Three of Swords coming through. So this might be, like I said, it might prick some nerves here. This might actually feel like a poke to a lot of people's egos, to their hearts. They might feel like there might be people that say like, you betrayed me or something, right? Or not, maybe it's more metaphorical than that, more figurative than that, but there might be people that might feel like what you're bringing to the table isn't right. Okay? But this isn't about people's feelings. This isn't about people's feelings. The Ace of Swords doesn't have to deal with your feelings. That would be the Ace of Cups. This has to do with doing what is, acting on these ideas that have been brought forth to you to secure this crown, okay? So maybe at first it won't feel like a complete victory, but it will put you in a position where people will see you that way in some way, even if they don't like it. Like, it's almost like that story of like the vigilante, like Batman, or someone who has a secret identity and has to, it's kind of like a Spider-Man. When I don't remember the old movies, but the recent movies, like Spider-Man, when he gets exposed as Spider-Man to the public, suddenly like someone twists the facts and they basically declare him public enemy number 1, and his I just saw 10111 just now, by the way, and his identity gets exposed, but he's actually the good guy. So Spirit is saying whatever this is, in whatever level this is, this could be a microcosm or a macrocosm, whatever it is, you're right. You're right to step into your authenticity, and in fact, this is your mission. This was what was given to you. This could be your destiny. And this does have to do with something that's impacting the world at large. It might seem small at the time, but it's going to put you in a position, stepping into your authenticity, it's going to put you in a position where you have all the resources that you need. Okay? This isn't about throwing someone under the bus for personal gain, by the way. This is about, well, you guys already know that, but this is about you doing the right thing, stepping into your authenticity, no longer hiding or trying to appease people that are like maybe trying to make people happy, maybe be a people pleaser or whatever. But yeah, it's going to take some courage to do that, but it's necessary, okay? Okay, we have dignity. Ooh, yeah. Maintain your dignity for sure. But I feel like this is actually really on point, because it does seem like you have to stay true even if someone or something or a horde of people want to... You guys might be standing up for love and inclusion, togetherness here. And we live in a world right now that's all about divide and conquer. So you guys might be saying something that, you know, maybe the mob or whoever is like, no, but you're like, no, like my soul's journey is it's a higher level. This dragon here is like a higher level creature, and that's you. You guys are like higher level creatures. So take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. Yeah, that's so on point, guys. Whatever step you take, I don't care if people don't like you. If you remain in your authenticity and your love, you're doing this for love. This is a higher level thing that you're doing. This is the Ace of Swords that was brought to you, okay? This is like from source, from God, from the universe, okay? This is something that you guys needed to do or need to do. And don't worry, it might look at first like something's gone awry, but you are literally stepping into your power here. You're getting your crown. So it doesn't matter that you're going against the grain right now. It might feel like that. It might feel like that. The whole thing. We have rebirth. And we have quest. I love this quest card. Ooh. Sorry, my cards were all falling down. So we have rebirth. No matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past. Accept positive change that is coming. Word. Guys, that is so freaking cool. We have these phoenixes here. You rising from the ashes. So if you get whatever, you guys are, I feel like you guys are just being moved to do something. You guys are like totally being moved. And whatever, it says no matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past. So if someone tries to like make you fall, if you come out with your authenticity and you feel, and what, like I said, it can be on whatever scale it is that it is in your life. But if you fall, if you come out with this truth about yourself, about this message or whatever it is that you're coming out with, it could be anything. I have no clue. You guys definitely have to let me know what that is. But if you guys find yourself falling, and that when you come out now with this news that everything falls apart, you're going to find yourself rising again. Because like I said, with this authenticity, you find yourself falling into all the resources, into your crown. So you will be rising from the ashes no matter what happens. So just be brave and follow love. We have quest, be bold, and mighty forces will aid you. Take action, good luck favors the brave. Right, we have this lion here. I mentioned that earlier. You have to be brave with this. This was given to you for a reason. This information, this thing that you have to do, this is your destiny, okay? So be bold. I'm seeing that whatever happens, you might feel like you're afraid now, but yes, again, I'm going to reinforce that message. You are stepping into power, and if something were to happen to you, it doesn't matter if people were to like cancel you or, you know, people in your local community are like, no, or if your friends are going to be like, oh, I'm not going to be friends with him or her again, or something like that. Just do it, because this is not coming from any old source, okay? This is for the sake of the world, coming from source, okay? So I'm going to shuffle an animal spirit totem for you. Yeah, good luck favors the brave. I love this. I just feel like I have to reinforce it, because this is like something, it's something big. It's going to strike some nerves. Not everyone's going to be happy, but the most important thing is that you're bringing love and uniting the world, right? And we have this nightingale here. Oh, we have a lot of cards that flipped over. We have nightingale. Yeah, so sing your song. It's so funny. I wanted to mention it at the beginning of the reading, But I was like, it's not relevant information, but of course it was. Before this reading started, I just heard the birds just starting to sing. So it's time for you to sing your song. And you see that this bird is sitting on top of what looks like a globe. I feel like this is like a globe here. Could be an egg, but I see a globe. And the world here. So whatever it is that you have to sing, sing your song, little birdie. Because just like a phoenix is a bird that falls maybe and then rises from the ashes, so are you. Okay, so sing your song and do the right thing. Do what you know is true. Okay, follow love. Okay, not division, not anything else. Just follow that love. Don't follow the fear. Be brave. Okay. So that is what I have for you guys, group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. And if you did, please be sure to like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 4. Let's begin your reading. So, random message, let's begin. So I'm going to be shuffling all of the cards today. I didn't set aside cards. I'm just going to be shuffling them all the way through. So starting off, the first message we have is sanctuary. Retreat, haven, refuge, oasis. Okay. So some of you guys are going to be wanting to find rest right now. Rest. Some of you guys need to recuperate. I'm seeing you almost like a video game character. Like maybe you've taken a few punches, maybe you've been running around for a while, and you guys have to get your health bar back up. This is about you guys recharging. This could be recharging spiritually as well. So going to a sacred space. Some of you guys might want to go to a Buddhist temple, go to a church, a mosque, synagogue, the forest. Might want to go into nature. Nature is also a sanctuary. This could be going to a friend's house that you trust. Go visiting your mother. Go visiting your parents, your dad, your grandparents, siblings, anyone who makes you feel safe. Taking that time right now to recharge, rest and recharge, because I'm sensing that you have some things ahead that you want to be well rested for. And let's see what those are. Yeah, and we also have this 40, which breaks down to a 4, which deals with stability in your foundations, having strong foundations. So some of you guys might be overworking, or you guys might have not recovered from the last overworking, and so you guys might be feeling like you haven't worked that much at all, but you don't know why you don't want to get out of bed. Or maybe you guys have been feeling a little depressed lately, a little too anxious. Maybe you have some butterflies in your stomach about a certain situation. You don't know how it's going to pan out, but right now it's about you going inward. We have all these flowers kind of closing in on themselves. So it's time to do that. Excuse me. I just drank some water. Something about a new hairstyle popped up for you guys. You guys may want to style your hair a different way. Maybe you guys want to start like braiding your hair or coloring your hair, parting your hair in a different way. Maybe some of you guys will want to be wearing like different kinds of makeup, going no makeup. So you guys might want to buy some new clothes right now. Definitely don't feel guilty buying something. Some of you guys need to hear that. If you guys want to purchase something, just know that it's already think of it like it's God's bank account, okay? It's not yours. It's your bank account is endless, okay? And that's kind of how I'm thinking of this right now. Some of you guys might need to, I'm not saying like, spend all of your money. If you don't have any money, then you don't need to buy anything right now. It's not about retail therapy, but I'm seeing some of you guys need to do some self-care. And I feel like that term kind of like, it irks me personally because people just throw it out willy-nilly. They're like, self-care, or like it seems like a lot of people will be like really irresponsible and be like, yeah, treat yourself. And like sometimes it just gets kind of annoying, like depending on who is saying it, because it's like it just feels like it's so overdone, but it's not overdone at the same time, because what is happening in the world right now, a lot of people are overworked, right? But I feel like you guys are overworked, and it's different because, I mean, if you're on this channel right now, if you're receiving this message, I just know like spirit is always like just wanting to reach out to you because you have such a big purpose. You have such an important purpose, such an important destiny, and it's really important that you value yourself and your time, you know? Let's get another card. Alrighty. Okay, we have trust coming through. So trust came out for another group. So if you guys were drawn to another group, then there's like a bunch of cards that fell out here or flipped the other way. Just like pulled them the wrong way. So overcoming fear and tensions, having faith. Okay, yeah, I feel like the owl's just coming out for everybody, but you guys are really going to be taken care of right now. This is all about safe energy here, because I feel like maybe even your body can be your sanctuary, just being in your own temple, meditating. There's a time for grounding right now, a time for connecting spiritually, and maybe going on a retreat here. Maybe you should go on that retreat. If you guys have been thinking and considering like going on a massage retreat or something, or doing something for yourselves, then do that. Okay? Then we have observation. Okay, we have patience, attention, pause, watchful. Yeah, this is a period of pause for sure. I'm seeing that you guys are just being asked right now to just trust that everything's going to be taken care of when you're not looking. Everything's going to stay, nothing's going to go avalanching. Some of you guys might be pregnant right now. You guys might be taking care of children or taking care of somebody, a parent or someone, perhaps you guys are trying to take care of yourselves, your own inner child, but there's something here about like giving it away, giving it to someone else, giving it to source, the universe, to God, to take care of it for you, and just being patient and watchful, mindful with this observation card, just seeing what's going on, taking into account everything that's happening in your life right now, because there might be things that you're not seeing, or maybe this is just about like enjoying the moment. I'm seeing being present with yourself is so important. Getting into a meditative place where you're no longer anxious about what's going to happen or what has happened. You're just here in the moment, and you can fully fall into peace because you are at peace. Can you imagine that? Like maybe right now we can do that. Just closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, and feeling everything is okay. Everything is okay. And all is going to be well. All is well, and I am safe. You can pause the video if you guys are feeling anxious or feeling depressed and you need a moment. You want to just pause the video and just take some deep breaths, long exhale, okay? Just take a moment to be with yourself, be present, and just let yourself know that you're safe, okay? Because Spirit is wanting you to know that you're safe right now. All you have to do is be present. But don't think about the future, don't think about the past. Think about tapping into the joy within, okay? So I'm going to shuffle some tarot cards for you. Okay. Oh, sorry. So we have the Five of Wands here. Whew. Message alert, random message alert. Interesting that I had this observation today because totally need to give it to you guys. Sighing. I've noticed that in life, people get shamed for sighing, and it's almost like people don't want anyone to breathe. It's like so funny because like I feel like you guys need to sigh a lot more. You guys need to sigh more because sighing feels so good. Have you ever thought about that? You guys need to sigh a little bit more. Maybe people don't want you to take a deep breath. Like some of you guys might be really overworked. You guys might be facing a lot of battles. Maybe the people you're around, your spouse, your siblings, or whoever you're around right now, they really stress you out. And sometimes when you're in those moments, you just want to go like, you just want to take a sigh, but then they'll take offense to it, and then it'll start an argument. So you guys like have trained yourselves not to even like have those moments of sighing. And it's so weird. It's so random. But just thinking about that, it's like there are so many times in life when you sigh and someone's like, am I boring you? And like people just seem to have like some kind of issue with sighing, but sighing feels so good. It's such a relief. And this is just an example from my life, but I feel like it's coming through randomly because it's supposed to come to you guys. Like I realized I didn't even sigh. I don't sigh because I heard so many times like growing up, and like if I would sigh, people would think I would bore them, or they would get like irritated or something, like because I was sighing. But I realized, because I do yoga in the morning, and I recommend you guys do that in this sanctuary moment because it's so healing. It circulates your blood. It makes you feel more alive, okay? And also breathing techniques are pranayama is so good for you. When you're sighing, it feels so good. I sighed today and I was like, oh, and I just kept sighing. It's so healing. So you guys need to sigh, okay? It's good for your thymus. Start looking into your thymus gland. The thymus is such a mysterious organ. Look into it. That's a message Spirit wants you to know right now. Look into your thymus right now. Deep dive, because there's not a lot of information out there about it, and some of the information is just like blah, okay? But you guys need to sigh more. You guys need to breathe more. And if you guys feel anxious, like you're walking on eggshells around people, do your best to maneuver yourself, out of the situation, but also observing them, observing their attitude, right? And observing what's going on around you in your environment, not with just the people, but what's going on. Like, do you like the decorations in your house? Do you like your room? Is your room too dark? Are you living in darkness? What is going on in your environment? Because it seems as though you're having like, the environment you're in is not pleasing you right now. It's not allowing you to be productive. So Spirit is asking you to take some refuge right now so that you can take reflection on that and start thinking about the habits that you may not partake in. We have 5 of Cups right here. Yeah. Some of you guys, I feel like there is like a sense of mourning here. Some of you might have lost someone recently, and you might not have felt like you were able to grieve. And something that's coming up right now is watch Martha Graham. There's a what is it called? I think it's called Martha Graham Lamentation. I can't remember, but it's one of them. If you type in Martha Graham, it's one of her most famous dances. She's a modern dancer. I would look this up. It's about mourning, and that might be a really healing video for you to watch so you guys can cry. Some of you guys need a really good cry. I just got chills. Oh. Ooh, now I feel like crying. Some of you guys just need to cry, okay? And, sorry, it's just coming out. But you guys might need to just let it all out, and it's okay. If everything just feels hard right now, it's okay, okay? We have the moon reversed, okay? So we have the moon reversed, and I feel like that's tied to this trust card here, overcoming fear, because the moon reverse is all about overcoming fear, okay? So if you guys feel like you have to move, if you guys need to find a new sanctuary, maybe your environment is not good for you right now. Maybe you guys feel really stuck. Maybe there's no one toxic around you, but maybe you're just not happy with where you are in life. Whew. And speaking of thymus, definitely don't hold back your tears. Your thymus, you know, in your like, you don't hold back your emotions, because it affects your thymus in a way that doesn't benefit you. It makes it smaller. Yeah, look that up. But you guys need to release these emotions that have been blocked. Oof, I stopped myself from crying just now, and now my head hurts. So that's another sign. Like, do not stop yourself from crying. Do not stop yourself from feeling upset. You don't have to lash out at people, but like, start writing down your emotions in a journal. Yeah, now I have a headache. Great. That's so funny. We have stop hesitating. Movement creates magic. Nothing can hold you back. Yeah. So it's time to like take note of what's going on so you guys can move, okay? We also have destiny underneath that. Acknowledge your mission. Align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. Okay? I want to get another message for you guys. So you guys have something really important to do on this earth, okay? And I'm sensing that you guys are really probably some sensitive individuals. You guys might not be sensitive in the way that you might be a very sensitive person, but I see a lot of you guys hold yourself back from being sensitive. Like I said, that message came through, that very random message came through of you guys not being able to just breathe. This came, the dreamer. Yeah. Your dreams have, oh my God, why did this message come through of like someone being mad at you for wanting to pursue your dreams, or like someone trying to make you feel bad because you have something that you want to do, or like you have this pure light about you, and they're just like so mad that you would want to go out there and do that, and they make you feel bad like about doing anything. Like if you have just like a little bit of emotion, suddenly they're just like trying to bring you down. Like, why are they trying to do that? I just don't like that at all. Your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. Yeah, you guys need to start moving, but I see you guys taking sanctuary somewhere. So maybe you guys, if you guys aren't in a good relationship with somebody and you have somewhere to go right now, then maybe go visit someone. I remember saying, like, you know, visiting somebody, or going somewhere that's taking refuge. Maybe going to, like I said, a church. Some of you guys might not, you know, believe in, like, you know, God or Christianity or anything, or you might not believe in Buddhism or any of these things, but going to spaces like that are very healing. Like the sacred geometry that's in these churches. I've been seeing these videos. Oh my God, honestly, it doesn't even feel like we built them, right? But it's like the sacred geometry, the acoustics are healing frequencies. There was like this artist who studied like the resonance of the sounds in churches, and like the shapes they would take were like snowflakes, you know, just like the thing you can't even hear in like these like beautiful like spaces. Some of us might not live near cathedrals, but trying to get into a place where there's a spiritual environment or something. But when you observe, this is like all about taking notes. So start putting yourself in a state where you can feel calm, in a place where you can feel calm, so you can start taking note of what you can do to shift yourself into a new place, okay? Because honestly, like, Spirit does not want you around anyone that is just trying to make you feel on edge all the time, okay? We have the bat come through for you guys. I feel like the last couple, maybe all of you guys got like an air sign for an animal totem that came through. But we have the bat here. And I feel like this bat here represents you guys like maybe going away in the night, you know, taking off, and you don't have to tell anybody about it, or you don't have to say anything about it. You guys can just go off and be yourselves. Spirit is saying like this, the message that's coming through, ultimately, the conclusion I feel, is that if you have people holding you back, it's not right. And if you feel guilty for pursuing your dreams, or if people try to make you feel bad for like doing something, it might not even be like someone's yelling at you, but they might say like little things like, oh, like, why don't you do this? Like, why don't you make the food like this or something? Or they start criticizing you for little things, and that just makes you feel, it disrupts your energy. Just like, don't accept that anymore. Don't accept it anymore, and try to get your way out of it. And trust, we go back to trust here. Trust that whatever happens, you're taken care of. And we also have destiny here involved. Whenever I see destiny, I see a course of actions. So you have course of actions where you take action on your dream, and then the course of actions that follow are you making the steps, and then also spirit protecting you and making sure that you're okay, because you know what, you were tasked with this, right? So why wouldn't they take care of you? Like, it's like asking someone to do a mission and then not giving them the equipment. That doesn't even make sense. You have everything you need to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So Spirit wants you to know it's okay. It's okay for you to take refuge, okay? And I'm seeing this as like a nocturnal creature. So I'm seeing like some of you guys might be finding, like, I see refuge where people don't see you. Like in the late hours of the night, people are sleeping, you know, so you might want to go for like a walk or something just to be like alone. I'm not telling you guys to be awake at night, but finding a place where no one else goes, okay? And just being yourself, giving yourself that moment to cry, to laugh, to do what you want. Some people don't want you to laugh. There might be some people in your life that just don't want you to laugh. Be yourself. Maybe you're like a goth kid or something, or maybe you want to dress differently, and then people just don't like it when you express yourself. I'm seeing that there's just like some energy here of like people having an issue with you expressing yourself. Gosh. And I hear like, I'm tired of it coming out. Some of you guys are really frustrated and like tired of being like locked down. You just want to fly, okay? And Spirit is saying, go fly, okay? That is what I have for you guys, group number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. I hope it was helpful. And if you like this video, please be sure to like it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.